Amid the Sierra Nevada range in central California, neighboring Yosemite to the north, Sequoia and Kings Canyon national parks emerge as vast forests and rugged mountains. Spanning over 1,353 square miles, these parks feature diverse landscapes ranging from deep valleys to towering mountain peaks, creating a majestic natural arena. The grand sequoia forests and deep valleys of Sequoia and Kings Canyon national parks preserve stunning natural scenery and traces of ancient civilizations. Here, indigenous tribes like the Monac and Tuba-Tulabal thrived for centuries, leaving behind stone tools and rock carvings, reminders of their deep connection to the land. On September 25, 1890, Sequoia National Park was established, marking a significant moment in American conservation history, aimed at protecting the giant sequoias, living witnesses to the passage of time. Later, Kings Canyon National Park was created in 1940 to safeguard North America's deepest valley and the majestic Sierra Nevada peaks. With similar terrain and ecosystems, the two parks were combined under joint management in 1943, forming one of the most important mountain ecosystems in the United States. Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks stretch across the western slopes of the Sierra Nevada, showcasing impressive elevation changes. From the dry foothills at 1,500 feet to the summit of Mount Whitney, the highest point in the contiguous United States at 14,505 feet, this region offers a stunning variety of landscapes. The parks are also home to Kings Canyon, one of the deepest canyons in North America, plunging 8,200 feet, deeper than the Grand Canyon. Sheer granite cliffs and the winding Kings River, which flows like an ancient current, create a vibrant, wild, and awe-inspiring scene. The dramatic changes in elevation and varied climates have fostered a rich ecosystem within Sequoia and Kings Canyon, home to over 1,300 species of native plants. Among the most iconic features of the parks are the giant sequoia trees, towering like living skyscrapers. One such tree, the General Sherman, is renowned as the largest tree by volume, standing 275 feet tall with a base diameter of 36.5 feet, an enduring symbol of time's passage. Beyond its plant life, Sequoia and Kings Canyon are a haven for wildlife, supporting around 300 species of vertebrates, including 72 species of mammals and 200 species of birds. Like a dance of nature, the delicate balance between flora and fauna turns Sequoia and Kings Canyon into a vibrant wilderness arena, where each species plays a role in the eternal symphony of the natural world. At the hot, arid foothills of Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks, the ecosystem paints a picture of contrasts. The lower forests, ranging from 250 to 900 miles above sea level, are where coulter pines, Jeffrey pines, cedars, and drought-resistant grasses thrive amidst dry conditions. Oak woodlands and wild grasses provide habitats for animals adapted to the arid environment. Every creature here contends with intense heat and scarce water, creating a compelling tale of survival within this unique ecosystem. Over the arid foothills of Sequoia and Kings Canyon, a red-tailed hawk soars across the vast sky scientifically known as Buteo jamaicensis. This bird of prey is one of the most common raptors in the region. It belongs to the buteo genus, a group of medium-sized birds of prey known for their robust bodies and broad wings. With its powerful build and wide wingspan, the red-tailed hawk commands the skies, mastering the dry expanses like a true ruler of the air. Summer temperatures in Sequoia and Kings Canyon can reach up to 40 degrees Celsius. However, the red-tailed hawk has developed unique adaptations with its complex feather structure. The outer layer of strong feathers acts as a shield against direct sunlight, while the softer underlayer helps retain body heat and insulates it from external temperatures. The red-tailed hawk uses soaring flight to conserve energy. Its wings often tilt slightly to one side, minimizing the need for flapping and maximizing energy efficiency. Its deliberate and calculated flight with deep wing beats shows that each movement is part of a perfect survival strategy in this harsh environment. The red-tailed hawk is a master of hunting. It spends its days searching for rodents and rabbits, its primary prey in these arid conditions. To sustain itself, an adult red-tailed hawk must consume 7 to 11.2% of its body weight daily, which equates to about 3 voles. The harsh summer in Sequoia and Kings Canyon can deplete water and food sources. However, the red-tailed hawk can fly tens of miles searching for prey. With a wingspan ranging from 3.6 to 5 feet and expert soaring skills, it conserves energy effectively. The red-tailed hawk often employs a sit-and-wait hunting strategy, choosing high perches to survey its surroundings. From these vantage points, it minimizes wing flapping and can swoop down from greater heights. With exceptional vision, it can spot prey from over 100 feet away, even when the animal is hidden under foliage. Once it locks onto its target, the hawk dives at speeds of up to 120 miles per hour, its strong wings and sharp talons ready for capture. The red-tailed hawk begins nesting in March or April. Their nests are built high in tall coulter pines or on inaccessible cliffs, far from most predators. These elevated and strategic locations ensure maximum safety for their young. The red-tailed hawk's nest is carefully crafted with large sticks on the outside and soft grasses and leaves lining the interior. With a diameter of up to 38 inches and a depth of 6 to 10 inches, the nest provides a sturdy fortress amidst the harsh elements of nature. Each breeding season, the hawk pair may reuse an old nest or build a new one, demonstrating their persistence and commitment to protecting the next generation. When it comes to defending the nest, the red-tailed hawk is not shy about displaying strong protective instincts. Whenever a threat arises, they dive from great heights at astonishing speeds, like an arrow cutting through the sky. These powerful dives serve as a natural defense, effectively deterring any danger that comes too close. In the arid ecosystem of Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks, the black bear is the most common bear species. Scientifically known as Ursus americanus, black bears have developed unique survival strategies to endure harsh conditions. The hot summers and scarcity of food require effective adaptations. During the summer months, black bears are mostly active in the early morning and late afternoon. In the heat of the day, they seek shelter in caves, dense forests, or beneath large trees to conserve energy and protect themselves from the intense heat. Their thick fur not only shields them from the daytime heat, but also helps keep them warm when nighttime temperatures drop significantly. This ability to regulate their body temperature allows them to move comfortably between different environments, from the dry foothills to the cooler high mountains. In the scorching foothills of Sequoia and Kings Canyon, black bears constantly move through dry areas in search of food. As omnivores, they forage for berries, roots, and insects. When necessary, they also hunt small animals or scavenge for leftover carcasses. Their climbing ability is a significant advantage. With wide paws and sharp claws, they can climb tall trees to reach precious berries or escape potential threats. Not only do they dominate the ground, but they also explore higher ecological zones inaccessible to many other species. During the dry season, when vegetation wilts and food becomes scarce, black bears adopt a different survival strategy by seeking out coulter pine cones and acorns. These drought-resistant plants become crucial food sources, helping them maintain their energy during difficult months. Throughout the summer and fall, black bears eat continuously, building up 30% of their body weight in fat. This stored fat becomes an essential energy reserve for the upcoming hibernation season. At elevations above 10,000 feet, the alpine tundra of Sequoia and Kings Canyon emerges as a distinct, cold, and challenging world. Snow blankets the region almost year-round, creating a white landscape that lasts for 6 to 8 months, with a brief, chilly summer. Daytime temperatures here rarely exceed 10 degrees Celsius. At night, the air turns piercingly cold as temperatures can drop close to freezing. It is home to the Sierra Nevada Bighorn sheep, known scientifically as Ovis canadensis sierrae, an iconic species with remarkable adaptability. With fewer than 300 individuals remaining as of 2023, these sheep face the challenges of their environment: freezing temperatures, steep terrain, and limited food sources from the sparse vegetation. Every step they take across the rugged granite landscape is a testament to their struggle for survival in the face of nature's unforgiving elements. Most Sierra Nevada Bighorn sheep live at elevations between 10,000 and 14,000 feet in subalpine and alpine areas during the summer months. The brief summer brings a renewal to the vegetation. Fresh grass and green plants, nourished by melting snow, spread across the high mountain meadows. This is a vital source of nutrition, helping the bighorn sheep build up energy reserves. As they climb cliffs, their large hooves provide stability on the rugged terrain, keeping them safe from predators. Climbing is not only a survival skill, but also a way for them to find food in this challenging landscape. The long winter, with heavy snow and plunging temperatures, turns the land into an ongoing trial. Some sheep migrate to lower elevations to escape the snow, while others remain on the high ridges, enduring the cold winds and harsh conditions. Their thick coats become essential shields, protecting them from the biting cold. In November and December, amid the snow and biting cold, the Sierra Nevada Bighorn sheep enter their breeding season. The males clash with their large, curved horns, each impact echoing like thunder through the mountains. These collisions, made by rams charging at speeds of up to 20 miles per hour, are battles to establish dominance and breeding rights. The horns of the Sierra Nevada Bighorn sheep are not just weapons, but also a record of their age. Each year, a new layer of horn grows, creating distinct growth rings. These rings are a testament to the sheep's resilience and endurance in the harsh environment. When spring arrives, the females seek out high, rocky cliffs, safer locations to give birth. These steep mountains are not just a refuge, but also the starting point for the lamb's journey of survival. They must quickly adapt, learning to move across the steep rocks to avoid predators. Their large, sturdy hooves not only provide balance, but are also essential tools for protection and survival. At elevations above 8,200 feet in Sequoia and Kings Canyon, a small creature thrives as a symbol of the frozen alpine tundra. This is the pika, scientifically known as Ochotona princeps. The pika has adapted to its environment by storing food throughout the summer in preparation for the long winter. The pika is highly sensitive to temperature and can overheat if the surroundings exceed 77 degrees Fahrenheit, 25 degrees Celsius. To survive, it adjusts its activity to early morning and late afternoon, avoiding the intense heat of the day. This adaptation helps them conserve energy and avoid danger during unfavorable weather conditions. However, climate change poses a serious threat to this species. Rising temperatures and reduced snowfall could significantly impact the pika's habitat, making their struggle for survival even more challenging. Among the cold, rocky slopes and deep crevices of Sequoia and Kings Canyon's high mountains, the pika withstands harsh conditions with clever survival strategies. The rugged rock piles serve as natural fortresses, allowing the pika to quickly escape from predators like birds of prey and wolves. With sharp vision and its distinct calls, the pika alerts others to nearby threats, with each sound echoing as a lifeline. At elevations between 6,500 and 13,000 feet, where the winter is long and harsh, the yellow-bellied marmot carefully prepares for its extended hibernation. Scientifically known as Marmota flaviventris, this rodent is a prominent resident of the high-altitude ecosystems in Sequoia and Kings Canyon. Before winter, marmots gain significant weight, storing 30 to 50% of their body mass, reaching up to 11 pounds. Every blade of grass and flower they consume is part of their survival strategy. When winter arrives, the marmot retreats deep into its burrow, which can be dug up to 10 feet below the surface to escape the biting cold. There, their bodies enter a hibernation state, with heart rates dropping from 180 to 30 beats per minute and body temperature falling to 5 degrees Celsius. Time slows as they wait for winter to pass, conserving every bit of precious energy. For 8 months, everything remains still, like a play paused before the springtime revival. This is not just a battle against time, but a survival race against the cold and the desolation of the alpine tundra. In the alpine tundra of Sequoia and Kings Canyon, the white bark pine, scientifically known as Pinus albicaulis, stands tall amidst the windswept, icy landscape. This tree continuously battles the harsh environment, Despite facing the threat of extinction due to disease and climate change, the whitebark pine remains a symbol of resilience in the high mountains. In this ecosystem, the Clark's nutcracker, known scientifically as Nucifraga columbiana, plays a crucial role. This bird depends heavily on the whitebark pine for survival. Each year, the Clark's nutcracker stores between 30,000 and 100,000 pine seeds, mostly from the whitebark pine. Beyond its own survival, the Clark's nutcracker is a key agent in the regeneration of whitebark pine. Seeds that are not consumed may germinate and grow into new trees, enriching the alpine ecosystem. However, with the decline of whitebark pine due to climate change, both the bird and the tree face mounting challenges. In the high mountains of Sequoia and Kings Canyon, rivers like the Kings River and Kauai River flow down from the peaks, originating from ancient glaciers. These waters bring life, acting as lifelines that nourish the entire ecosystem at the mountain's base. The Darwin Glacier and Palisade Glacier, though small and gradually shrinking due to climate change, still play an irreplaceable role. They melt slowly, supplying water to rivers and streams, especially crucial during the dry summer months. As the intense heat of summer sets in, the meltwater becomes the only source of life for the arid ecosystem. Alpine lakes, such as Ray Lakes and Kearsarge, formed from glacier meltwater, serve as crystal-clear mirrors reflecting the sky, while also providing habitats for aquatic life. These lakes sustain the rhythm of life throughout the dry season, when rain is scarce and the land thirsts for water. The meltwater from glaciers is more than just water. It's the breath of the ecosystem. It trickles through every crevice, every valley, like a continuous song, nourishing and sustaining all forms of life. In this world of icy peaks, water becomes a symbol of hope, fragile, yet incredibly powerful. In these alpine lakes, fish thrive in the cold waters sustained by glacial melt, playing a crucial role in the food chain. Mountain trout depend on the pristine, cold waters of glaciers to maintain their habitat. Each spring, as the ice begins to melt and the flow strengthens, mountain trout swims upstream to spawn. This is a vital time in their life cycle, as they face the powerful currents to find a place to lay their eggs. Adapted to cold temperatures, mountain trout survive in these high-altitude lakes, but the shrinking glaciers due to climate change pose a significant threat. As glacier areas decrease, the cool water supply dwindles, causing water temperatures to rise, leaving the trout with fewer suitable spawning grounds. The future of these fish relies on the preservation of glaciers, which provide the continuous, clean water needed for rivers and streams. Amid the cold lakes, where glacial melt sustains life, the mountain yellow-legged frog, scientifically known as Rana muscosa, begins its journey of survival. As spring arrives, the melting glaciers create cool waters just right for the frog's eggs and tadpoles to develop. However, life here is far from guaranteed. The Darwin Glacier has shrunk by more than 55% over the past century, and the once life-sustaining streams are slowly drying up. The shrinking glaciers not only reduce the water flow, but also threaten the future of many species, including the mountain yellow-legged frog. This frog has adapted to survive in cold water, enduring the harsh winter freeze. But as glaciers recede and the water flow weakens, the lakes that once provided a home now pose an increasingly difficult survival challenge. Hidden deep beneath the majestic mountains of Sequoia and Kings Canyon, a system of limestone caves forms a world of its own. Dripping water gently etches the stone walls, leaving traces of life and change. Over thousands of years, water rich in CO2 has gradually dissolved the hard limestone layers, creating stunning geological wonders. Crystal Cave, with its shimmering stalactites and stalagmites, stands as a testament to time. Deep underground, fossils from the Pleistocene epoch, dating back roughly 2.6 million to 11,700 years ago, tell the story of ancient life that once thrived in this region. These fossils are well preserved due to the stable conditions within the caves. The limestone, shaped by water rich in CO2, not only created magnificent cave systems, but also served as a vault for the remains of giant creatures that lived during the cold glacial periods. These fossils are not only scientific evidence, but also a reminder of the creatures that lived during the Ice Age, with each fossil acting as a fragment of a past that can never be relived. The sediment layers within the caves preserve them like pages in a stone book, waiting for future discoveries. Meanwhile, the underground streams continue to carve the stone walls, telling the ongoing story of time. The limestone caves of Sequoia and Kings Canyon, shaped over millions of years, have become a perfect habitat for unique creatures. Here, tiny organisms have adapted to the scarcity of light and food, developing remarkable survival mechanisms. In the narrow crevices and hidden corners of Clough Cave, scientists have recorded the presence of 58 species of invertebrates. These include spiders, scorpions, beetles, and centipedes, many of which are endemic and found only in 1 or 2 specific caves. One such species is the Crystal Cave centipede, a newly discovered species named in honor of conservationist John Muir. The caves of Sequoia and Kings Canyon serve not only as shelters, but as vital habitats, providing life in a silent yet vibrant world. Bats, the nighttime flyers, find these caves to be perfect refuges. Not only small bats, but also raccoons, rodents, and snakes hide in the darkness, using the caves as protection from the outside world. From the foothills to elevations as high as 10,000 feet, bats roost, not just in caves, but also on cliffs, tree canopies, and even under bridges and in buildings. In the park, 275 caves provide shelter to 17 different bat species. Each species selects its own roosting sites, exhibiting unique behaviors based on their biology. In the darkness of the caves, bats are more than just nighttime hunters. They play a crucial role in the cave ecosystem's nutrient cycle. By feeding on insects, particularly pests that harm crops, bats help control insect populations, reducing the need for pesticides and providing significant benefits to agriculture and the environment. Yet, while bats hunt, they also become prey. Hawks, falcons, owls, and animals like weasels, ringtails, and raccoons wait for the opportunity to strike when bats are roosting, creating a complex and balanced ecological web. The ecosystems of Sequoia and Kings Canyon stand tall, with the giant sequoia trees bearing witness to the fierce survival struggles of wildlife over thousands of years. However, within this fragile cycle of life, unpredictable environmental changes are delivering stronger blows than ever before. The survival of these ecosystems now faces unprecedented challenges. Rising temperatures from 1.1 degrees Celsius to 2.8 degrees Celsius over the past century have brought significant changes to the ecosystem. Glacier meltwater, the lifeblood for many species, is becoming scarcer. Streams and rivers, once powerful, are now drying up as the Darwin Glacier has lost 55% of its area. As winters shorten and snowfall decreases, animals dependent on cold water, such as the mountain yellow-legged frog and Sierra Nevada bighorn sheep, are at greater risk of survival. The summer drought, combined with the loss of glacier melt, not only harms rivers but threatens the balance of the entire alpine ecosystem. These changes are like small cracks that gradually widen, pushing this region toward an uncertain future. Atmospheric river storms have left a significant mark on the ecosystems of Sequoia and Kings Canyon. These storms bring heavy rainfall, causing severe flooding and altering stream flows. One such event occurred in March 2023, when the Kauai River saw record-breaking flow, damaging infrastructure and severely impacting aquatic habitats. Fire has long been a natural part of the Sierra Nevada's life cycle. Like the breath of the mountains, fire thins out competing vegetation, returns nutrients to the soil for new seeds, and allows sunlight to penetrate the forest canopy, paving the way for renewal. Smaller fires help giant sequoias release their seeds, serving as a natural safeguard for the species. However, over the past century, with the onset of climate change and prolonged droughts, fires have shifted from being the forest's rejuvenator to becoming large, destructive blazes. From 2020 to 2021, fires like the SQF complex fire burned through 13% to 19% of the sequoias in Sequoia and Kings Canyon. The ecosystem was thrown into disarray. Trees toppled, and animals like mountain lions, black bears, and birds lost their shelter. Yet, the fury of nature seems closely linked to human intervention. Human activities are leaving a profound mark on the majestic landscapes of Sequoia and Kings Canyon. Like deep wounds, these impacts disrupt the natural balance, transforming what was once a wild paradise into something unrecognizable. More than 2 million visitors flock to Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks every year. But with every footstep and voice echoing through the quiet mountains and valleys, a trace is left behind. Animals like black bears and mountain lions are slowly retreating from areas they once roamed to feed and breed, driven away by the noise and constant human presence. Crystal Cave, a stunning wonder of stalactites and stalagmites, is not only a destination for curious tourists, but also a refuge for Townsend's big-eared bats. However, the lights and noise from cave tours disrupt the tranquility of this habitat, causing sensitive species like bats to disappear from the dark, quiet spaces they once dominated. The vast and majestic expanse of Sequoia and Kings Canyon once boasted clean, fresh air as an essential part of the natural landscape. But now this air is gradually being polluted by industrial and agricultural emissions from California's Central Valley. Silent streams of low-level ozone creep in, damaging the lungs of wildlife and weakening their immune systems. The whitebark pine, a symbol of the high mountains, is losing its ability to photosynthesize. Once lush canopies now face decline. Clark's nutcracker, the bird that depends on pine seeds, is struggling to find food. Every gust of wind carrying the scent of smog seems to push nature further from its original rhythm. Trees are fading, and wildlife struggles to survive in an increasingly challenging environment. Everything feels suffocated by the invisible hand of pollution. This fragile ecosystem, built on interdependence between flora and fauna, is facing an unprecedented test. Sequoia and Kings Canyon national parks are fighting to preserve their fragile ecosystems amidst the growing impacts of tourism and climate change. The parks have implemented measures to limit visitor access to sensitive areas like ancient sequoia groves and caves. Crystal Cave is a prime example, with an annual cap on visitors to protect the sensitive bat species that reside within. This helps minimize disruptions to wildlife habitats and prevents conflicts between humans and animals such as black bears and mountain lions. In addition, to protect sensitive tree species like the whitebark pine, the parks have partnered with federal and state agencies to monitor and control air pollution levels, especially from California's Central Valley. Air monitoring stations have been installed to track the impact of ozone on the ecosystem. The data collected is used to develop protective measures for plants against the negative effects of air pollution, which also helps safeguard the habitats of numerous animal species. One of the most inspiring conservation stories is the recovery of the Sierra Nevada Bighorn sheep. In the 20th century, this species teetered on the brink of extinction, with fewer than 100 individuals remaining due to hunting, competition for food, and habitat loss from grazing livestock. In response, the Sierra Nevada Bighorn sheep has made remarkable progress toward recovery. In March 2014, a critical relocation took place when 14 sheep were moved to Big Arroyo in Sequoia National Park, thanks to the collaboration between the California Department of Fish and Wildlife and federal agencies. This marked the species' return to the Great Western Divide after more than 100 years. By 2016, the population of Sierra Nevada Bighorn sheep had grown to over 600 individuals. However, new research in 2023 revealed that the number had dropped to around 300. Despite these setbacks, conservation efforts continue with the hope of restoring the declining population. In the shadow of these challenges, there remains a glimmer of hope. Everyone can contribute to change. Participating in conservation programs and supporting efforts to regenerate the ecosystem is essential. Every responsible step taken by visitors on hiking trails and every conservation story shared acts like a small flame, igniting hope for nature's recovery. Have you ever witnessed the majestic natural wonders of Sequoia and Kings Canyon? If so, share your amazing experiences in the comments below. Your reflections could become a powerful source of inspiration to spread the message about the importance of protecting these forests, snow-capped mountains, and glaciers that cradle life in this extraordinary place. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to join us on more magical adventures where nature's stories are still waiting to be told.